The Supreme Court has said that it will review the Obama administration's health care law. A decision is expected by the middle of next year, just before the presidential elections. Let's get some insight now from our Washington executive editor, Al Hunt. Al, happy Monday to you. Is this a present, I should say, to the Republican candidates?
Well, it depends on what the court rules, Margaret. It is a huge case. This may well go up with the school desegregation cases, the New Deal cases, the abortion case of 1972. This is just a huge decision and will profoundly affect the election in 2012.
What do you expect that impact to be? I mean, we've already been talking about the sting for Mitt Romney of being associated with a mandate in his state to implement health care.
Right. Well, it's interesting, Margaret. I think, by and large, most people agree that if the court upholds the law, it'll be a victory certainly for Obama. They will do a victory lap. And if the Republicans, if the law is overthrown, the Republicans will say, "I told you so. Let's stop it now." There's a counterintuitive flip side, however, which is if the law is upheld, the Republican conservative base will be even more energized to try to repeal it. And on the other hand, if it's overturned, Democrats will be furious at what they see as a very politically oriented Supreme Court. So the way the politics plays out is not altogether clear.
No, it's not. And it's something that I'm sure we're going to be talking about quite a lot in the months to come, Al. One thing that I know you were watching, or so many were, over the weekend is the latest round of Republican presidential debates, this time about foreign policy. I want to play a clip here specifically of how the candidates each said they would deal with Iran.
There are a number of ways to be smart about Iran and relatively few ways to be dumb, and the administration skipped all the ways to be smart.
We need to put economic pressure on Iran by way of our own energy independence strategy.
Maximum covert operations to block and disrupt the Iranian program, including taking out their scientists, including breaking up their systems, all of it covertly, all of it deniable.
This country can sanction the Iranian central bank right now and shut down that country's economy.
If all else fails, if after all of the work we've done, there's nothing else we can do besides take military action, then of course you take military action. One thing you can know, and that is if we re-elect Barack Obama, Iran will have a nuclear weapon. And if we elect Mitt Romney, if you elect me as the next president, they will not have a nuclear weapon.
So, Al, was there anything terribly different from the current administration's policies in there?
Well, though the threat of the military option is certainly different, but everything that Mr. Gingrich went through with such certitude is being done. Also, Rick Perry's call on sanctioning the central bank, really going after energy, it's a step we haven't taken yet, could have a lot of economic implications, could slow down a very sluggish recovery here and have a global effect. The military option, however, is different. And most military experts and intelligence experts that I've spoken to at least say it is beyond dicey. It is dangerous. If you think Iraq was tough, Iran is 10 times tougher. And I would guess this is mainly campaign talk. If Mitt Romney is president or if Barack Obama is president, the reality is that they're probably going to have to figure out how to contain a nuclear Iran.
Yeah. We've been following this story. Dan Yergin saying from Cambridge Energy, Iran, and the question of what to do with it is going to be the biggest issue for the energy markets in years to come. Al, thank you very much for giving us your perspective on this weekend's debates.